Hello students, I have here sample number 3, Welt seam. I want to show you the way to make this sample. It's not a hard sample. But first, you need to cut the pieces like this. Remember to follow the grain line, that's very important. This side is on grain, this side on top is across. Okay, I want to show you the way to do the zigzag. Put the pieces together. In this case, this is not an open seam, it's closed. You need to put this together. Just go here to the machine and find here your zigzag operation. Okay, in my machine, the zigzag, this one is a number 4. Let me do this first. Here I have my zigzag operation. In this case, you can see it's a little bit far from the edge, because if I try to sew close to the edge, this machine folds the fabric in and you can sew a little bit farther. But after that, after you have this step ready, you can do this. Just take the scissor and cut the extra fabric close to the seam, like this. Okay, now you have the zigzag. After that, turn your machine in your regular stitches and take the piece together like this and sew from the edge ½ inch with ½ inch seam allowance and straight stitch. Okay, place the piece there, start sewing. Remember, back stitch at the beginning. Continue sewing. And back stitch at the end. When you are ready with this step, you need to go to the iron and you need to press this seam like this, center seam extended, open, like this. Okay, that's your next step. After that, you need to back to the machine. Remember, the seam inside needs to be on the left side. This is the right side up. And you need to place the fabric like this, and you need to follow the center seam with the right edge of your presser foot, like this. Okay? Follow the center line with the right side of your presser foot and start sewing like this. Remember, back stitch is a good idea when you start. Continue sewing straight. And finish with back stitch. This seam is a ½ inch seam allowance seam from the center seam. Okay? From the center seam to the left is ½ inch seam allowance. When you are done with this, go to the iron, press, and at the end, you can see your sample like this. This is the last one. And from the other side, you can see we hold the fabric with the welt seam.